Hi everybody, Alan Robson out and about again, another one of our legendary Alan Robson's Night Owls Ghost Hunts. We're not alone, Kenny is with us, behind the camera of course.
Hi again.
We have Hollywood McShane,
Hello.
Producer to the stars. Now, what a place we've come to today, and yet there's a million things I've got to tell you. I will spread them out over the next few hours. First hour, let's get to the nitty-gritty very quickly. We are in the centre of the railway industry. We are at the birthplace of it. We're at the head of steam here in Darlington. And yes, we're locked in, you cannot get in, the gates are closed. We have this place to ourselves for the next few hours and we're going to make the most of it. We've already had some amazing stories because something that most people don't realise is Skier used to own all of this land long before it was a railroad. Skier was a Viking and Darlington was his creation. He made it a small township into a proper town, and he decided to hire a guy called Uhtred to get rid of his main rival, and he got one of his men to try and kill him. However, this Uhtred didn't meet his mark. Instead, the other fella heard that Skier was trying to kill him, so got 5 of his men at the banquet of King Canute, C-N-U-T. That's not a word you want to spell wrong. King Canute, at his court, he had 5 assassins surround him, and at a predetermined time, when he was saying to him, "I gather you want me dead," and the man kind of went, "Whoa," and then he went like that, and all 5 stuck a sword in his head. So that's a way to go. So that's the place we're talking about, because this would not be here if it wasn't for history like that. Robert Stephenson, for heaven's sake, his very first effort into steam railway happened here. His very first train, Locomotive Number One, forget the rocket, Locomotive Number One is where we're going. There's the story of a man who committed suicide here, shooting himself in the head in the toilets here. I'll tell you his story. There's also a young girl and countless stories of people who died, not just here, because this is the original track, but just behind that fence is where the trains go by. Just a couple of minutes, the 9 o'clock went by. So if it goes to the left, it's heading to Bishop Auckland. If it goes right, it's heading to Redcar. But let's not hang around, let's not waste time, let's get to the juice, which is the Incredible Railway Museum. Now, if you've been online or if you go online, you will see a picture of a ghost of this man. His name was Thomas Winter. Long story short, and we're very, very nearly there, Thomas Winter worked in the ticket kiosk, selling people tickets. And this posh person came in with his family, wanting to buy a ticket, and Thomas Winter described him as an arrogant and obnoxious man. He was a rich man who kind of plays on it. Now just do as you're told. How dare you say that to me? You can kind of picture what went on. Yeah. And Thomas knew that his job, his home, the home he had with his family, all of that depended on him keeping this job at this railway station that's still here to this day. There it is. He had to keep his job. And he realised that this guy had a lot of money, and he knew that he was probably going to be told by the owners of the railway that he was no longer required. So he went to the toilets here and he put a gun to his head and he blew his head off. Now, that's not the end of the story here, not by a long chalk, because what they did, some people came to the station, and this is fairly recently, came to the station, saw a man wearing a Scotch cap, which is kind of the high ones with the brim that a lot of people in railway circles was known to wear. And he had a black Labrador with him. And suddenly the man started punching him, and the dog started biting his leg. And he managed to struggle free. The man kind of disappeared, and then the guy looked at his leg where the dog had bit. There was no marks, And although his face felt sore, there was no bruises. And he believes that that's because of the anger felt still by the spirit of Thomas Winter at this spot. Now, what they did was, at the time when Thomas shot himself, the public was still using the station. So they quickly covered him with a sheet. And they put him in the cellar. Now, the cellar apparently had so much activity, they've had to close off the cellar. They've put a glass window in it with a depiction of Thomas Winter under the sheet in the cellar. But people have caught, so night vision especially, people have caught looking down there, things moving, and so, and that's why we're here today. So let's get in. Oh, just sounds just gorgeous. Right, in you come. Door's locked. That's where he worked, right here. This is where Thomas would be selling his tickets, right here. People would come up. Listen to that. There's nothing creepier than a railway station clock, where everybody that wants to meet somebody says, I'll meet you near the clock. And there it is. Amazing. Look at that staircase. Talk about creepy. The most amazing thing about this is that everywhere you go, and I know in there's the only lit bit. In fact, if I can, I'll just quickly, can I close that off? Yes, I can. There you go. What's that? Oh, dogs. You know, we're talking about the black labs. These are carved wood. Beautiful. Tony now spend the next hour showing you the dog face. I think before we do anything, why don't we try and get a different vista of the whole place? Get you a flavour. Kenny, you're going to need you up here with your torch. I've got a feeling I'm going to need the torch as well. I'm going to go back and get it at some point. And down here, if you look over the top, oh my word. Look at this. Look down though. Don't know whether you can see. Oh. Look at that. What a view of a train and carriages. I hope Tony can you pick up?
Yeah, I can see
what we're getting here. How amazing is that? And please, when you're at home, keep your eye open for anything. Images, because I remember the last time we did something railway related. Over here, Ken. Just let's see what's. And there. Look at that. Look at that whole train. Beautiful. Can you hear whispering in the top corner? Listen. You hear voices?
You hear noise.
It's almost music. Right, shall we?
We need to get these shared as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. We always need as many shares as we possibly can. You'll get a goodie bag with a mixture of stuff and one of our classic badges. We were sorting out, it's a right mixture that you could get this. What kind of stuff's in there, Charlie?
There was a pair of headphones, a tote bag, a little diary.
There's one of those mugs that keep you hot and or cold.
That's probably in the next one.
That's in the next one, is it?
Yeah.
Tremendous. What's
share
your
this? You need to share this video. You've got till Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. Share it as many times as you can, and every time you share it, that's you going in the hat once. So if you share it 20 times, you're in the hat 20 times.
Share it on your Facebook with your friends. Not back on the site again.
Yeah.
Or if you're on YouTube, you can share it and just send her a screenshot.
Absolutely. Stainmore Summit. Look at this. You can imagine this, look at that, that's exactly what you'd see if you were coming for a train back in the day and you'd think, oh, where are we going now? Excursion to Seaton Carew, or are we going to Redcar or Saltburn? What do you fancy, Seaton Carew, Redcar, Saltburn?
Let's go to Redcar, Saltburn.
Yeah, I think so too, let's go there. I know we're going to be up and down these a bit, and we're going to, by the time we finish, we will have walked miles, because we already have for some of the other stories that we've got. You've got to remember that the stories of Thomas Winter is not the only one. There's two people in 1928 suffered the same fate. They were working on trains outside here, on the sidings, and the boiler exploded, boiling them alive and ripping them into pieces at the same time. Oh. Two people in 1928 died of that. There was also a horrific train crash where a train hit head-on a passenger train, and 25 died, 45 people needing artificial limbs. I've seen, and there's artificial limbs here too. Yeah. Is that the way you can get into the back bit? It's one of them. It's a rabbit warren, this whole place. You've got to remember that we're going back. The station opened in 1924. Look at this. Where did you get started on stuff like?
Yeah, Newcastle in the FA Cup, I'm sure. 1924, I'm sure it was.
No, it's 1824.
1824?
1824. I was going to say.
Yeah. Maybe that was the last time we won the cup.
Going to say. Going to set a few traps while we're here too, but please share it as much as you can. Now, we're trying to get as much of a backdrop to this place. It's got a real echo to it. Look at that. Amazing, aren't they?
Christmas 1914.
You got to remember that's the war was on at the time. And it said this was sent to Corporal Thompson, who survived the war, eventually becoming a sergeant. He was one of the few. My goodness. One of the few. There's also the story, I was reading a story about how a woman was killed by one of the steam trains in the early days. And she stepped in front of one of these. You got to remember, some of the highest speeds, we're only talking like, what, 24 mile an hour or whatever? Watch out if you see at home, if you can make an image out, you can make a face or a figure. These are real, genuine trains. Now there was a story of they found the body of a woman that had been completely cut to pieces by a steam train, and they discovered she was American and she'd been begging around Darlington town. And I heard a side story about a woman who was an heiress, an American heiress, and their family were looking for her, and it's thought that she came to Newcastle and was robbed of her belongings, but she was always due to come to Darlington to meet with some people, but all of the information and the times and places were in her baggage, and her baggage was stolen, and all of her money. So she ended up going to the police. The police didn't know, well, where do we start? What can we do? You don't have any money. How's she going to make any living? So she begged on the streets to try and get enough money to get back home. And while she was sleeping rough, walked in front and lost her life. So she's supposed to be here too, along with a small child. A Victorian child is seen here in one of the carriages of a train that's just here. Just here. So, hang on. This is the carriage. It's a third class NER, North East Railways carriage. Let Tony in so that he can see. And we've already been here to set up
Gwen and Ted.
Gwen and Supernatural.
And there they are.
Where is he?
Yeah, both in here. There's Ted, there's Gwen. Can you see them? That's Ted.
Now, the story is that in this corner here, just over yonder, no, that seat there,
Right.
that's where the Victorian girl... Oh! Hello!
Bloody hell!
Whoa, look, turn this torch off, you can't see.
Oh!
Ah!
You can't see, you blinded it out.
Oh my word!
They both went off. There, we're going again.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's as soon as we come in. That's when I put that torch in this corner.
Because it's that corner there. And just as I said, that's the corner where the Victorian girl sits. It's that top corner there. And she's said to be laughing and joking. And yeah, I'm seeing the floor.
I was just seeing floors. Yeah.
Something moved past the floor. But that could have been
That
a
could
living
be
thing, mate.
Yeah.
Because there's a hole in
There's a
that.
hole underneath, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Oh my
How about that, though?
Wow.
What a start. Nobody anywhere near them?
So there's light balls, you just got to explain what they are if people don't know.
All right, I beg your pardon.
There's no one.
Here, these things, there you go. If you get close,
If you touch them,
I didn't touch that. I really didn't touch that. But if you touch them, they fire anyway. There's a one there too. I don't wish to get anywhere near it.
Keep away from
I want them to.
touch the doll, just because then,
Right.
if someone wants to communicate.
That just looks like he's.
Yeah, it looks like
That was weird though, wasn't it?
That was very cool. But as soon as you shine your torch in that
In
corner,
that corner? I think what you were talking about that corner?
absolutely, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
That's a great start for us. Because last week none of them went off, did they?
No, not close.
No.
But if it's the child ghost, it might go through Gwen or Ted.
Oh, Ted, absolutely.
So they both went off there.
They did,
so
absolutely, 100%.
That was mad.
That was incredible.
Oh,
If you're the little girl in here, could you do that again, please? Could you do that again? Just let us know that it's you.
is it a girl that's in here?
It's a little girl. There's our two dollies.
You can't see the light with
Can't
the torch
take
on
the
it, no.
torch off.
Take the torch off, right. Okay.
Come on, if it's you, we need to know.
That was crazy.
That was. I think she's choosing her moments. That's what she's doing.
So, do you look at something glittery on the floor there? Can you see that? Little glitter.
Yeah,
What is that?
there's a little bit more here. I don't know what it is. That looks.
Sorry.
Yeah, that just looks like it. It is literally just a piece of glitter.
Yeah.
How about that?
That was crazy. Good though.
Amazing.
Good stuff.
And the good thing is that I've got the door here, and it's not. And you see how it's the old windows as well, with cobwebs on them.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, but they both went, which is great.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we absolutely will. It's early days.
It is, we'll see it if it goes up, won't we?
When we come back, we will, hopefully.
Yeah, before
Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. What a start. Did you hear?
I heard that noise there, definitely.
That was laughing. You know, we said that the little girl's supposed to be laughing. Just heard laugh.
There? Oh. Here we go. Starting to get cold again. On the back of my neck. Hairs have just went right up again.
That was laughing. And then there was like another noise. I didn't.
Someone used to open that door, by the way. Because I tried to get him before.
No, I think.
Must have been open.
Yeah, much to be. Look at this. You know when you come back from the walk, Kenny? Can you imagine wearing that for the rest of your life? Jeepers. Darth Vader. Ivor the Boneless. They're talking about a Viking who was the ruler of York. He had brittle bones. So they said he was Ivor the Boneless. These are more of those. I thought I saw some light flashing behind them. I thought that maybe the things had gone off again.
There's no window in the back, so you're not able to see them. That's the carriage.
No, it was light behind you. Like
Oh,
as if
behind me?
like it was coming from a window. I'm sorry to knock us back here again, but oh, they might have stopped by now. Yeah. No sign. No. That was just. Let's go right the way around. Oh, careful. That was Kenny walking into a wall. This is the most magnificent thing. This thing here. This is Locomotive Number One. Robert Stevenson, who, from Kenny's point of view, is somebody he needs to know the name of. Why?
Robert Louis Stevenson?
No, not Louis Stevenson, that's
right,
the
Robert
writer.
Stevenson,
Robert
right.
Stevenson made the trains.
Right.
And his dad got blinded in one eye working down a coal mine. Mm-hmm. So he decided he was going to create a new miner's lamp. And they called it...
Davy lamp?
No, he was fighting against the Davy lamp.
Right.
He brought out the Geordie lamp.
Right.
And by 1866, everybody from Teesside up to Northumberland were known as Geordies.
Geordies, is that
But
right?
the first part of the story is, of course, centuries before, the people of Newcastle fought for King George, which made them Georgies. But with George D. Stevenson building these, and of course that incredible lamp, that just gave another reason for everybody to be Geordies. But that's the beginning of trains as we know them, right there. That's it. That's the one. It's worth coming here to this building just to see that. Everywhere you go, you know, look at this. I wonder how many people looking in can remember when there were street lamps like that. The signs are so stunning.
When you watch American Pickers, this is what they come and get, and this is what they pay fortunes for.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan too.
World's Capstan, Gold Flake,
Yeah.
Motorway Clothes with Vic.
And along here is where we were earlier when we were talking to the supporters. This is a place that everybody can come when they come to visit the station. They can come out, and that's the real railway station beyond. This is the original one that you can see here. And there's a meeting room or two that we can go into. Black as pitch in here, mind. Everywhere you go, there's oh, wow, yeah, this is worth seeing. Obviously, if you bring your kids here, there's loads of activities for them to do. But look here. Saws for taking off people's limbs if necessary. A brace, how you can put... You know, you talk about peg legs. There is your archetypal peg leg, carved in wood and ready to be fitted onto somebody. And because of this, and because of things attached to particularly the First World War, there's things in screens here talking about soldiers' jobs, people who'd lost their limbs, all that kind of stuff. They bring people in here who have prosthesis, who will give talks on it. So it's just another amazing reason to want to come. Talk about the dangers of the railways. As I say, a head-on, do you know the head-on collision that I told you? I said 25 passengers and 45 people seriously injured. It was a passenger train and a parcels train. The parcels train ignored a red light to stop and hit the other train head on. And you know, you wonder, well, why would a place like this be haunted? Well, have you seen the amount of things that's happened here?
Yeah. I want to have a look at this, the guy in the cellar.
You want to say, oh right, of course we'll have to head in his direction. Everywhere you go, there's little side rooms where you can do stuff. Obviously this is the area for kids with all of their felt pens and their glue to make their own now. I think it's brilliant. And you can put their work on the wall if it's good enough, like these people have. Did you hear a bell ring there?
I didn't. Most of that didn't. Maybe. That's not to say it didn't happen.
No. Hopefully somebody at home.
I heard a creak there further up there.
Like a footstep.
Yeah.
I heard that too. I didn't know whether, because I made a point of putting on my Sanooks, my super casuals, because I knew we'd be doing here a lot of walking and we'd be inside. But I did it so that I wouldn't.
That's outside.
I was outside.
I think so. I've seen these Victorian toilets. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you imagine coming in here? Look at them.
This is where Winter shot himself in the head.
Oh.
Come on in, Tony. Did you hear that?
I heard a voice there. 100% I heard a voice.
100% a voice in here.
I need to run straight in, so I need to...
Let's get out of the way.
I need to...
You need to run in, show them that toilet.
I just need to read the window, so I can...
Then look that way.
It's fine, as long as I get to the wall.
Okay. Was that you?
No, I'm here. 100% there was a noise and a voice.
There's a... But that was from in there, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Because that's the toilet block where... I don't know which one it was. But...
Yeah, I'm losing signal in here a bit.
Thomas Winter killed himself in a toilet. That's the toilets. I heard a voice when we first came in.
I'll have to try and get back in there later then.
Try it again.
Definitely a voice in here.
Come on then. Is anybody there? Is that you, Thomas? Was that you before? Because that came from in here. It didn't come from out there. It was in here.
Is it worth using necromancer in here? I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used it yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Because honestly, I heard a voice there.
I heard a voice, and I'm hoping that the people watching caught that, because it was a man's voice.
Try and get a better signal.
Okay.
See if you can get anywhere. Go into the toilet block. It was right at the far end where I heard the...
You've been near the window for the signal.
Is that you, Thomas? Hello? Why did you take your life here, Thomas? Speak to me, Thomas. Oh. Yeah, that was not pleasant. Told me to F. Are you staying here, Thomas? Why do you stay in this place? Why do you stay here? I heard something like a bang in there, though. The scary thing is that written on the door it says, sorry, this cubicle is occupied. But I heard, when I switched this off, and the reason I'm doing it is because we heard a proper voice in here. And sometimes you don't know what you're getting while this is on. Do you need to go, Kenny, while we're here?
Again?
I don't need to be plumbed in.
Do you need to?
I wouldn't fancy that.
Do you need to?
No. Imagine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I could kind of. But this is what was. Do you know there's things similar to this on the Champs-Elysees behind the Shell, and you walk in and you use them, and
I've heard that.
sometimes they only go up to your chest. Come on, Thomas, last chance. We heard a voice. Was that you? We heard a noise too. Was that you? You hear that as well?
Something there.
Just like a little.
Yeah. There's something here.
Did you get that?
A whisper. Did
You
you hear
got
that
a whisper?
whisper?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Did you hear it, Tony?
I heard a swoosh or something, I'm not sure what I heard.
That was a whisper. We need to see here a bit, I think.
Maybe the night vision in here as well would be
Yeah. Let's do that.
Right.
Right. We still haven't done a circuit yet. Let's keep on keeping on.
What was that? Was that you?
That was me.
Was it? That's Tony. Right, bear with me a second. Right, we haven't even done a full circuit yet. And look at what we've had so far. Tonight's going to be all right.
Ah, you can tell.
Tonight's going to be good. That's the gentleman that comes here to do the limbs. You see the limb that he has?
Yeah.
How amazing is that? Look at it, the limbs that you can have with all the hydraulics in them, and he comes and gives talks about them, on track for change. Look at this sculpture where you've put, these are false arms, false legs, but they've been built into a railway. And instead of the angel of the north, they've got the, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Hand of God.
There's the new netties. I love these old posters as well. Beautiful.
Highland Games.
Now,
Again?
voices. Did you hear them?
Yeah.
They came from behind.
Yes.
Did you hear them, Tony?
I heard something.
Can it just be us? There's a man's voice talking now.
Can I hear a train? Am I being stupid here?
Well, we're next to the lane.
So it might be that.
I'm hearing a bit of road.
Yeah.
But you know, we're telling the story of Thomas Winter. This is where he worked. This is the actual room where he worked. This is the booking office. Now, we showed you the vents where, you know, you buy your tickets. Tony, you're going to have to do your thing in there because I know there's
I
an
need to
issue.
go straight to the window.
Straight to the window. And once you're in, they're the booths from the other side, just here. So you'd be selling your tickets to people. There's the first one. It's got glass on at the moment. You would open that up. All your tickets would be here. And this is where Thomas was. It's a stamp of some kind.
Old coins. Old pennies.
Old pennies.
Is that a father?
That's a halfpenny.
Halfpenny?
It's a halfpenny man who.
I didn't. Halfpenny?
But these are the tools of his trade. People would pay. And this is the thing to keep the place heated. The clock, which, okay, it's not the right time now, but you'd be keeping a close eye on that to see when the next train was coming in. And who's to say this isn't what Thomas wore?
1915 penny.
You seen this? The station master's coat. How about that? You see, they've got all that coat still here, and books. The complete phrase code, Bentley's numbered. All of their books. Their old telephones here too. Look at that. Wow. Amazing.
That is superb that there's them coins on there. 1915, isn't it?
Just the thought that this is where... Thomas, do you stay here so that you... Because this is where you worked. Do you hear footsteps?
Yeah.
Try, don't listen to the clock. Zone that out.
There.
Footsteps.
What is that?
It's almost like as soon as we get out, it's like they're not there anymore. I'm going to grab my... Sorry for the crank lid. I'm loading up with... Kenny, you're the big one. I'm the little one. Oh, that's the road.
That's outside. You can always tell when we're expecting stuff and you know something's on because we start walking like that.
Yeah.
We don't. You go like, I don't want to rush into this.
At first, I know. At first, it's all like heads down in charge, isn't it?
And then you're thinking there's something.
Then you realise there's stuff going on. I can't believe that this is exactly how it was. You know those windows,
Yeah.
and that's where he served that obnoxious man. Because you know yourself, because we've worked for large companies, and if you get a complaint against you,
Yeah.
it knocks you sick, doesn't it?
Course.
But back then, if you thought, well, that complaint could cost you your house,
Well, yeah.
you're going to have to go home and tell your wife she's got to leave, and you haven't got anywhere for her to move to.
Point living.
That's exactly what he thought. But I heard footsteps, like
that,
our footsteps,
Yeah. There's stuff down there, isn't it?
definitely.
We haven't been up here, have we?
You have, kind of,
Not up here, we
because we went over the bridge.
haven't been up this
This, turn your torches off, Ken. The Porter Cellar and the ghost of Thomas Munro Winter. And there, this is where people see spirit down here. Because they had to get him out of the way, so they put him in the cellar and they wrapped him in a sheet down below. And there is the depiction. Get in lower, Tony, let them. I know I've better look because it's down there where you actually see. You see stuff moving around in there. What else is down there?
There's a chair there as well. Isn't
Yeah, there's stuff in there. But people have taken, when I went on the website, people have taken half a dozen pictures of stuff moving around in there,
In that cellar.
in the cellar, and it's lit.
You can see in there, can't you? You can see in properly in there. Can you not get in there? I don't
No.
know, because there's a chair there and I think, well,
No.
there's stuff in here. You can just feel it.
Yeah. Doesn't that corridor look horrific?
Oh, honestly,
Take your torch off, Kenny.
it's down
Tony,
there.
look down there. That's,
Well, you feel it down there.
you feel there's somebody down there in the middle.
You do. There's something down there.
Do you think in the middle?
Yeah.
Can you see right in the
Yeah,
middle? Right
there's
in the
some-
middle, at the back. I'm going to just use the little torch.
Just use a little one and see if you can.
Nah, it knocks it dead. Knocks it dead. We should walk a little bit closer to it, Tony. See if you can pick it up. Look in the centre of those doors at the bottom.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
See it?
Can you zoom in at all? Can you see a figure in the middle?
I'm not sure what I can see. You'll be able to see it on a big screen better than me.
Yeah, I hope so.
On this little
If anybody
screen.
sees anything there, do tell us. It could be just a trick of our eyesight being as far away as we are. But that is wild. Is it just me, or are you getting voices,
There's
Ken?
noises all the time. There?
I hear a car outside, but it's mixed in with music.
Yeah. Is that 1944 that one, the end of the road, Jim?
Yeah, there's still 1 year to go.
Yeah.
1894 down
Gates
there.
it on time. Gates it on time?
Is it
Well, where do you
Edward?
think it is?
I've never heard of it gated on time, no?
Here's another room.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Edward Peace room.
Well, Edward Peace is the statue in the town centre.
Edward Pease.
Yeah, it's his statue, isn't it, in the town centre?
And there he is. Oh no, that's Henry Pease.
Right.
Well, there's another one of them spooky clocks. Tony, do you want to get in?
I need some space here.
I'll get out.
Well, you go in there.
Show everybody.
Yeah, big statue in the next to the dolphin centre,
Right.
in the centre where the water is,
Uh-huh.
where we do the finish of the Darlington 10K.
So who was he?
Do you know what? I don't even. I've never read up the history of him, but it'd be interesting to find out if our supporters could and give us a little bit of information. That would be great.
Yeah, it'd be excellent. Some of the original tracks. Listen. It's like from the carriage, that carriage at the other side.
Oh, look at that down there. When you look down there. Like
It's amazing, isn't it? It's well worth coming. It's well worth coming here to check it out.
That's me just pressing
Oh,
that button. Don't worry.
You do realise it's 40 minutes? Kenny's pressed it, an interactive display, so try and zone it out if you can. What's that?
Imagine that line like that. Look at that. To make the lines like that, just on bits of stone underneath.
Yeah, and everybody's life depends on it. Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
I think your voice is now in. Good luck, man. Quite surreal, like going on it.
Well, personally, I just wish I hadn't pressed it.
Can you turn the speaker off?
Well, that's a good idea. Can you do it, Ken? The speaker's there. Easier said than done too. We got it. Done. Thanks, Ken. Look at this. Look at this row. This was built in 1845. Look at that. It's just we're getting hear the voices clearer when. Look at that.
Kitching, look at a kitching.
Yeah, kitchen. Carrying all the boxes. That's a train. Oh, that's surreal.
Isn't it weird when you're here and you hear that go?
Oh, it's the right noise, mind, isn't it?
I don't know why, but when you're next to trains, it's always as if there's something, you know what I mean? It's
Like there's someone.
it's not right, is it?
That sounded like it was over in this corner.
Where did that
Hang on. It was straight ahead.
See if it's in that carriage?
That is the carriage, isn't it? It is the carriage.
That's the carriage there.
It sounded like this corner somewhere.
What was it? Was that a door?
The critters aren't moving.
Maybe we need the necromancer in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. God, that was a really big noise. And we were like miles away from here.
I know this sounds ridiculous, but I feel like I'm surrounded on a station with people. That sounds stupid, I know, but it's the feeling that you get.
Let's see. I think rather than... And I'm sorry, I just moved my torch along. We're going red light. I think what I'm going to do is try the ghost radar. Let's see, so we're in here.
Oh, no, that is freaky, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's freaky when you see them like that in the red light.
That might be just the weight of us, I think.
Just seven chairs.
Yeah, the creek. See if we can get anything. Spirit response from in
The
here.
shadow you'll have there behind.
Oh, is that what it's...
Yeah.
Take that off.
Just moved it here. Find some spirits, see if I body on the these.
Receiving a message, it says. Look at where it says the spirit is.
Well,
Look, see where it's pointing.
oh, go right there.
Straight at Gwendoline.
Yeah. Why is there nothing happening there?
Well, it was. Maybe we need to ask it questions.
Yeah, that's where I go.
Well, the message that the Ghost radar... Keep your patience. Keep your patience.
So we've got to be patient.
That's what and the spirit is hurt.
Right.
That's what it's claiming.
Spirit is hurt. Well, he'll be hurt.
See if we can get the romance around as well. Come on. This time. Come on, Gwendoline.
Well, she's in the right place, like, isn't she? With her legs and stuff.
No, absolutely.
Maybe we need to put her where the girl was meant to be, in the corner, was it?
It was the bottom corner to the right.
We'll do that.
Can you do it, Ken?
Yeah.
Problem is you can't get in there.
Right,
You're
the door's, yeah, the door's not.
gonna have to reach over as the thing.
Right.
I can reach over.
Right.
So I probably told you that corner before, wasn't it?
Wall's gone off because I touched it.
Yeah. I think it's this corner.
No, it's that corner there, Kenny.
This corner.
Yeah.
That's Come on, Gwen.
There's the light.
Next to that.
It's exactly where the Victorian girl stood.
Right. Ted, sorry.
The ball probably needs to touch her though for it to go through her. Like sit on her lap or something. It's got to touch her.
Over here.
Yeah, just anywhere on her.
Right.
Yeah, perfect. Then if it goes off, then someone's trying to communicate with us.
In here. Trying to sleep in the hole. In that corner. Went off here, didn't it? So, think you should ask any questions?
What's your name? Beulah. Beulah.
Unusual.
Why do you sit in this carriage, Beulah? Why do you sit in this carriage? It's cool.
That's not an old word, is it?
Beulah.
Would be cool, no?
No, I think she doesn't mean it's cool.
No, it's cool. It's nice and cool.
Cool. Why do you stay here?
Another word there.
Tom Ball. Ball. That's it, Tom Ball.
Ball.
Tom Ball. So Beulah, I want to talk to Beulah.
Can you still see that with that?
Not with the main beam on it.
Right, turn it off.
Just the one. Yeah. I mean, it can't just when you put the main beam on, you
Yeah.
can't see.
It's better than that so you can actually see what's happening.
Absolutely. Come on, Beulah, speak to me.
I'm sure that's about
Make the light shine.
Make the ball flash, touch it.
Make the ball flash.
Let us know you're here. Go through Gwendoline.
What? That's the bear. That's not Gwendoline, no.
Did it just fall over there?
Did it just? Yeah, it might have just fell
Because
over.
you're on the... I don't know whether...
It was sitting up actually.
Yeah. So maybe this
Yeah,
has.
he was sitting up.
Bless
him.
It's the way from.
He looks knackered.
Well, he looks like that now. Suddenly he looks...
Yeah, he was sitting up before.
You were sitting up, you could have just fell over.
Yeah.
Because you were leaning on the counter. Just, I mean, it might have been other, but we just err on the side of
Yeah.
caution.
Yeah, just in case.
Absolutely. So come on, Gwen.
Made it go off once tonight.
Beulah. Come on, Beulah.
Touch the. Touch the doll.
Come on, Beulah. If that's you, show us that you're here. Come on, Beulah. Do anything. Let us hear a voice here.
Put your hands out. Just put your hands out.
That's cold.
Freezing.
Yeah? Yeah? But Beulah said it was cool.
Freezing cold in here.
It's cold.
There's actually no. There's actually an air.
There's a breeze in here.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Yeah,
Donna?
absolutely. Absolutely.
can
Do you hear that?
Yeah, that was at the back.
That was in your corner, Tony.
It sounded like it was.
It's in your corner.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff in here. 100%. You can tell. You can feel it.
I can hear footsteps outside. Listen. Are you getting that? Are you hearing them, Tony?
No.
There's definitely stuff in here, mind.
Come on. Come on. We're definitely going to get something here. Let's get. Beulah? Want to talk to Beulah? Come on, Beulah. Speak to me. No. Speak to me, Beulah.
Why no?
No. Let's leave her there for now. We know where she is. Just we've found two.
I'm sure I tried to spell a word out.
We found two particularly active places already. Let's go and see what else we can find. Because we're early. This is early doors.
Yeah.
I know we're kind of putting all the weight on the damn doll when there's other places.
Other things, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Because in that toilet, up there,
Just when we came out here the last time, we heard voices, remember?
yeah.
Come on, talk to us if there's anything there. Let's hear you.
What is that? Is that
It's a military shell.
oh, what? Oh, that was a shell.
Yeah,
A helmet. Oh my god. Is that a fireman's helmet?
yeah. Probably a trained fireman, I'm
It
guessing.
is, yeah. Local station, yeah.
I think what we should maybe do is set traps. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put the music box in the carriage,
Right.
and then if anything happens in there, we can hear it going. Definitely what to do.
Can need the night vision camera out as well. Maybe point that in with Gwen.
Yes.
You just want to leave it stationary for a bit.
No, for sure. I think we just got to regroup and then go for it big style. Now I'm just looking at the time. We're going to start positioning people in places. We're coming very close to the hour. See again, Kenny?
That light's just flickering in there. Has that been up before? Like that?
No? You seen this?
But it's definitely flickering.
This was on before. Move out the way, Ken.
I'm not doing that one.
No? Can you see it? Are you getting it, Tony?
Yeah.
That was on solid before. It was the same as that one there. And that one's flickering too.
They're definitely flickering, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, we're going to regroup. We're going to dig out the music boxes. We haven't done that before. We've got the rods. I'm going to set a couple of pendulums in position in a couple of places. One in the carriage, definitely. If people would like to join us, Tony, how do they do it? Because we would love you to stay with us.
If you're on Facebook, just become a supporter and the feed will start in about 5 minutes' time.
And make sure you share as well, please.
Yeah,
share. Everything that you get a badge and a goodie bag.
If you're on YouTube, just hit join and everything will be there within 24 hours. So you get it all uploaded, what Facebook see.
There's already a load of stuff that we've recorded in various parts of Darlington, so make sure you see that too. Meanwhile, we're going to reset, return, and get stuck in big style. We're also going to separate into 3 areas, so see if we can get anything between the 3. Because more recently we stayed together, and I'm not even sure why we have.
No.
So let's get this split and done. We'll see you on the other side. Now remember, we still got some stories to tell you of blood, gore and death. If you're a fan of the history, the next bit is absolutely for you. Come on, Ken, let's get some night vision, absolutely. Are we doing? Are we there yet?
Yeah, just give it a few seconds for people to join, then we'll be live.
Okay. We there?
We will be, yes.
May I begin?
If you like.
Right. Hi everybody, welcome back. A lot of people think that this...
Yeah.
I haven't, you got it, have you?
Got it in my hand.
Oh,
We
right,
would have
okay.
pointed in there, wouldn't we?
Right. So a lot of people think because this is obviously the head of steam, the main railway museum with a fabulous Locomotive Number One right here, that there isn't any other stories associated with this site, yet there is. The Rebellion of the Earls. Now, this is when some of the big landowners here in the northeast decided that they were going to challenge Queen Elizabeth I because they supported her, Mary Queen of Scots up in Scotland. So they gathered 800 knights, some say 700, 800 knights, and 6,000 men, and they conquered places like Newcastle, they conquered Northumberland, they took the whole place over. Then Queen Elizabeth I decided, well, I'm going to send 18,000 men to sort them out. When she got here, when her men got here, drove everybody away. They were running into Scotland, hiding up mountains. James Douglas, who conquered Northumberland, was brought here, where he was executed, decapitated. What are you getting?
Oh, there's orbs on here. The one just went straight up there.
Wonderful. So Kenny's already started to get stuff. Now, the Queen was unhappy with the north, especially this area. So she put martial law on the North Country, which meant you couldn't leave your home after 6 o'clock. You couldn't tend your cattle till 8 o'clock in the morning, which, tell that to any farmer, tell you is less than ideal. And she also said, for the 700 knights that rose against me, I want 700 executions. So beginning in Darlington, the gallows went up and people were just chosen at random. Hang him, hang her, hang the child. And in every town in the north, every major town had a gallows or a tree where people hung because of the rebellion of the Earls. Not too many people know the story, but did you hear that? Like a door opening. Have you just opened a door, Kenny?
No. It's like a ping.
It was over the far side anyway, it wasn't up here. Anyway, come on, we said we were going to set some traps. Let's set some traps then. Right, in this one. Hiya, Ted. Right. This pendulum is actually quite a special one because it's a Reiki pendulum, and if you're suffering any kind of pains, do you see that? Did I go anywhere near it, Tony?
No, you've got to be in the front of it, haven't you?
You've got to be directly in front of it. That was wild. There's stuff going on in this carriage. I think this is going to take me 20 minutes to do. But it's a solid copper pendulum. And the idea of it is that it acts as a healing device when you can get it to that point. So if you've got anything that is painful, I saw there's stuff going off behind me. Oh. My pendulum dropped and it shouldn't. I had it tied on. Let's try again. Right, I'm going to set that in one place, Tony. So that's there. See if I can find a place to set this. No. Right. Are you getting anything here? Is that pendulum?
That keeps going off, so there must be something.
Is that pendulum moving now?
It looks like it's moving a bit.
It's moving. It is moving. Look at this one. Tony. That's moving clearly, isn't it?
Put the white light on, see if that helps.
It's moving, isn't it?
Does look like it from here.
And that one definitely is. Oh. Right. Let me gently, don't want to disturb anything. Right, I want to talk to the little girl who's in here. Let me talk to the little girl who's in here. If you're that little girl, make the rods cross. There's a little girl here. Now, one of our gadgets said your name was Beulah. Is your name Beulah? Cross if it is. One rod is already saying no, it's already shaking no. Can you see that, Tony?
I'll have to.
See the rod saying no? Do you see it?
Oh yes, I can see it now. Turn the red off.
So your name is not Beulah. Her name's not Beulah. Right. Okay. So did you die close to this place? Did you die close to it? I just want to know why you're here. Are you here because you died here? I'm getting a negative again, yeah. Oh, oh. I got a negative and then you crossed. I wish I knew what that meant. Do you spend time here? Why do you spend a lot of time here in this carriage? I think that's
definitely
that's a given.
an answer.
Okay. Are there others like you living here? I think that's a given as well. I wish I knew why. Do you stay here because you're trapped? Are you trapped here? I'm getting 2 negatives there. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So you like being here? Yeah. You're here with your friends? Straight away. Was that you at the beginning, making the ball light? Yes, it was. So can you set the box off again? You can. Go on then. If you say you can. If you say you can. I want to hear it again. Play it. Play it if you can. That's dead still now. How's that doing? Oh. That's moving.
It still looks like it's moving. Oh God, it looks like it's moving.
It's moving a lot. It's moving a lot. No question about it.
Yeah, I can see it on here.
We're setting our traps. And we've had 2 that's worked. Because that was moving as well. The one that's to my side, it's not moving now.
Just wish the lights would go off a bit more, because they did go off.
Absolutely.
So something set them off. That sounded Russian.
Did you hear that?
That sounded Russian. Pendulum's still moving.
Best thing to do with pendulums, I think, so that just to put them in a single place. Because everybody doubts if anybody's holding them, you get everybody doubting. So
Yeah, well, no one's holding that one. It's like
I know
tied on there.
that one up there is stuck still now. I'm going to take these back and then I'm going to do another revolution. I'm tempted just to leave these here.
Yeah.
This will be me running through. Anything, Kenny?
Noises again, and there's some shapes I cannot work out on here, which was great in there.
Yeah, there's stuff flying about, definitely.
We should go back in this toilet.
you mentioned the toilet.
Yeah, we should probably give it another go if he killed himself in there.
Could you imagine how desperate you would have to be?
Kenny's went that way.
Is that you, Ken? Yeah, that's the trap set. You have difficulty with signal in here though, don't you?
I was all right when I stood in the middle,
Go for it.
so I'll just go straight in the middle. Hopefully the signal won't
Cut out.
cut out. If it does, we'll be back shortly. I stood here, it was all right.
Last time we were in here, we heard a voice. Was that you, Thomas? Come on, Thomas. If you're one of the people that's occupying these things, make a noise, Thomas. Make a noise. Make a noise. We're here for you, Thomas. Come on. Make a noise, Thomas. Did you hear that? Like a whispering.
I can hear something. I can't really put me. It's like a moan or a.
Yeah, like a whispered.
Yeah. That.
Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah. I don't know where it's coming from.
What the hell's that? Is it coming from your side?
I think it sounds like it's coming from that block, because obviously they've got no seat, like they're open.
Yeah, yeah.
The tops. It sounds like it's coming from over there, or up there. No, it stopped.
No, I'm still hearing it. I'm hearing a pushy noise. I just heard a bang. Was that Kenny?
Yeah, possibly. It sounded like it was outside.
Oh, it's outside. Is that you setting it off again, Ken? Yeah, it'll catch you if you're anywhere near the front of the door bit. Let's just get him. I'm drawn over here. Kenny's got that. We've got the carriage decked out. Is that you again, Ken? He sounds like he's a good way away. He's down there.
Yeah, well, he's got the night vision, so
Catch something on the night vision, Kenny.
they'll be able to see how far he is on the night vision.
Yeah. How many times has that gone off?
There's definitely energy in that carriage.
You can feel it. Love the advert. Have you ever heard of Black Cat Virginia cigarettes? My favourite one of all of them is that one there. 2 million people drink Brook Bond tea every day. I seem to remember when I was a little lad, my mum had Brook Bond cards, like tea cards. You'd buy a box of tea and there'd be some football cards or cricketers or...
Can you even get Brook Bond anymore?
British, but I don't think so. It's probably been bought up by one of the big ones.
Woodbine.
Woodbines. Wild woodbines, absolutely. And Capstan, they were cigarettes too. in a damp course. For how random is that? Just heard a voice again. There's definitely stuff here.
It's getting all cold now.
I'm feeling it too. Did you hear like a bell? Ting and ting ting.
It's not the grandfather clock, is it?
Doesn't ting. It.
Oh.
I heard a bell or something.
Why don't we go up?
Kenny's over in this corner.
Why don't we go-
Where are you, Kenny?
I'm over in the middle part next to the engine. I'm just doing the van there, though.
Did you hear a noise?
Yeah.
we could go up the stairs and have a look up through the top.
Absolutely.
See if we can see anything.
Please. Oh. Wonder how many thousands of people have walked over here for real. Oh, right. Come on, if there's something there, show yourself. Are you driving a train? You're in the windows of a train. You're in that carriage. You're walking along the side of one. Just along there. Hell's bells. It's quite creepy up there too.
Oh yeah.
Is that the hiding place of a small child? I wonder why a kid, well maybe kids especially, would be attracted to a place like this.
Mm-hmm. A few fell down.
Blimey. I mean, when this was a proper station, could you imagine? Don't forget, everybody at home, you'll be able to see Kenny's night vision shots in the fullness of time. Meanwhile, I think let's go back down.
Yeah. I'll try and have a quick look over this side.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, once again, look at this. Spooky up top. Come on, show yourselves. We got a lot of good people looking. Let's see what you've got. Come on. Now I'm going down. Just got to be a bit careful, Tony, because these stairs are far from safe. Look at that. Beautiful.
That noise wasn't here before, was it?
It may have been. Sounds electrical.
Oh, it might be that.
Or some kind of pump.
Don't remember that being on.
I think we were too skittish. Look at these, amazing. Ah, Tony, remember I said that I'd heard a bell?
Oh,
Can you see them?
1833, yeah.
I don't want to give you too much light because it...
I think it's need to reconnect because I'm in a black spot. Just go down
Right.
here a little bit.
Yeah.
We are back. Went off slightly there.
Sorry, everybody.
If you didn't see the bell, there was a bell in that cabinet.
There was a bell in the cabinet at the top, like one of those, just like the kind of ting that I thought I'd been hearing. Can you see that, Tony? Can you see a dark shape? Right side. Left-hand side of the right side.
I'll zoom in a bit, yeah.
You're making it, you've seen it?
It's hard to see on here, but I can see it with my eyes, but maybe not on the camera, but you never know.
Well, let's see if we can get it to it. Oh, it's gone. What the hell was that? Maybe somebody at home with a big telly. I always think you're going to see somebody just standing on the train, you know, the edge of the train, looking out through one of these windows. Look at that. There is something hugely spooky about places like this.
Get on the back of that one.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Come on then. Speak to us. Make a noise. Do anything. Look, I'm beneath your bridge. I'm on your train. Share a moment with me. Share a word. We're here with love and respect. We just want to hear you. Come on. Share a moment. Make a noise. Give me something. I can feel air moving past. I don't know how because this place is closed up. Are you feeling any coldness, Tom?
Not here, but the other side of that wall is where it got cold last time as well, so in that area, definitely.
Come on, share a moment with us, please. Share a moment. Make a noise. We heard voices before. Where are the voices? You were brave enough to speak before. Talk to us now. Talk to us now. Is that another train?
Or the road,
Ah, it could be the road.
because the train would come right by, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think that could be Kenny. Kenny's using the night vision. He's already been around with a camera, taking some stills. We'll share all of them with you too. Where was that shadowy thing then? It was here-ish, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe at the end of the ramp.
Yeah.
Could be underneath.
Could be.
Look at the size of those wheels.
Listen,
Oh, it's going off.
I heard a noise just before it as well.
I heard a noise. I think Kenny said that's me for the noise.
Was that you, Kenny?
Oh,
Was that
Yeah.
you with the noise or with the... Oh, hell, you're over there. I heard a noise over the other side of the train.
yeah, I heard the noise over that way, but then the thing went off at the same time.
So what was you? Were you... Oh, that was the...
Oh, so the noise over there.
Just heard a noise on the other side of the
I
train.
thought you meant the noise was you.
I thought it was. That's...
Now, I'll just let the night vision camera, I've just put in the room there right before. So
Did you get anything?
Is it just out there on its own?
just
The night
standing
vision?
there.
Yeah.
There's an orb on it, definitely. There's shadows on it. There's something I caught, but I wasn't quite sure what it was. There was did you not hear like a faint scream? Like a scream? Sounded like a kid going.
I heard a noise similar to that, but I didn't think it was a scream. I don't know what I thought it was, but it came from down there.
I was told, and I was again, so I said, you know when a train's like wheels, when it's reached to a halt, they go like that. It was a bit like that, but a bit like...
You thought it was more screamy.
I've got it on there, though. I'll have it on that camera, definitely. Because you would have heard on the night vision, definitely.
Let's just be quiet and see what we get. We don't do that near enough. Alan?
I heard that, Alan.
I heard that. There's definitely something in behind.
This is where Alan thought he saw the shadow, like around this way, this bit.
It was down the back of there.
No, yeah, it was around, yeah, back of here, probably.
Was that you? No. Okay. Who was it then? Who was it? Who was it? That's creepy, but I think that's Tony. Is
Yeah,
that-
I'm just going up the steps here.
This is just...
Look in the train.
It's weird in here. There's something in here.
Have you finished with the night vision?
Putting there, left it running
Oh, you're all right. That's good.
over there.
No, that's good.
Pointing towards the camera.
Good.
The dolls.
I'm just pointing towards the camera across there.
Oh, you should put one on the doll, because then if it goes off.
Is that you, Tony?
Yeah.
You're kidding. That was huge.
I heard it back, I just thought it was Kenny because he's walking away.
No, I could see him. He was just in front. I think he's going all the way around to the... Oh, there he is. Oh, he's on the other side of the...
Oh yeah, I think you're going to see you pass. There he is.
So the toilets that we went in, first we heard all kinds. Second time we went in, next to nothing. Oh, that's me. That's me. Walked into your own trap there.
At least you know it works.
Yeah. Courtesy of our boffin.
There's Ted and Gwen.
Set the night vision up in here.
Careful every time you walk past it that sets that thing off.
Gonna set the night vision up.
Oh, I see what he's doing. All right.
Maybe
Right.
point it at Gwen, then if the ball goes off.
Right, you've got Gwen there. Okay. What's your code on Gwen?
Come on, Gwen. We're leaving it down to you, lass. Good luck.
Of course, you know what'll happen now. Ted will go off and look. Won't it? That's exactly what happened.
Well, mind you, Ted's been quiet all night.
Oh, yes. But he went off when they both went off at the start.
Oh, that's a shot. I just walked straight in front of it again.
That's just you.
Tony, I got a shadow down here again. It's the same. Is it not the same place? But this time I can see. If you look at the brown, you see the brown thing. Look directly above the brown thing. See if you can home in.
Not sure if you can make out brown on here.
Oh, you've got to be round the side.
Honestly, quick. Seriously, I'm just standing here. Quick, look. And I'm not being anywhere near.
Oh, I just caught it on the camera.
What was it?
Just stay there a minute, Tony.
It was going off. I think I caught it on the camera.
Who? What was it?
Ted, the flashing.
Ted.
That ball definitely went off there.
Yeah, I think I caught it just on the camera as it was going off.
Wow. We're getting there.
That was weird. Won't we come out though? Why won't we come out? And
They
we're
both went off before.
That's ridiculous. So we're all behind, Tony.
I knew I should have pointed at Ted.
That's Murphy's Law, isn't it?
Isn't it? That's
I
definitely
think I
went
might
off
have
there.
caught the back end of it on here, so that's good.
Right.
That definitely went off by itself.
I know,
went
it's
off by
great.
itself.
That is just odd.
Go on, do it again then.
Come on, Ted.
Come on, if there's anyone in here.
I asked before and nothing. And then all of a sudden, bang.
Come on. Anything we can have, we'll have.
Why Ted though, not Gwen?
I don't know. It went off with her earlier as well, so
Yeah, but not.
that's going off.
Go on.
Well, if I go there, it's just gonna.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's gonna make it go
Oh,
off
right,
again.
you do it from the inside.
Yeah. So that's definitely gone off.
This carriage is the place, isn't it?
Well, I thought the toilet was as well across there, but
Last time I went in it, it was flat. Mind you, there was a strange whooshy kind of whispery noise.
well, there was a noise when we first went.
Yeah. Come on then. So that's 2. That's 3 times in total. And
Well, Ted definitely went off there. There, look! Quick! That's definitely gone off. We haven't missed it this time.
There's someone trying to communicate now, or something.
absolutely.
There,
There,
it's
there.
off again.
You do?
Typical, we'll point the camera at the wrong. Well, at least we got that.
Why didn't have the night one on?
We caught it.
Brilliant.
Something's there then. Do it
Absolutely.
again if you're trying to communicate with us.
The pendulum still.
Pendulum looks still.
Yeah.
You got that?
Oh,
there again?
it's off again.
Again?
That means something's there.
Ted's just gone by itself.
Ted's
just
on
gone
his
away.
way for
He's
sure.
On a runner.
Tremendous.
We should turn the camera around.
I know, but if you go in there, you're gonna. Oh, it's something's there. It's going
There's
off.
definitely something there. It's going off all the time, Ted.
We're too far away for that to be going off.
Why, Ted?
Do you want to tell us something?
Could it be a boy in here?
Do you want to tell us something?
no,
Yes.
It's a boy.
Again, it's gone all the time.
It's a boy.
Did you hear something there behind it?
I did. Like,
Was that in the
like a
carriage?
creak.
It's there. Look. there's something there and it's went off again. That's amazing.
It's just gone off.
You're trying to tell us something good or bad?
Is it a boy? Is it a boy that's doing that, not a
Right.
girl?
When you said it was a boy, it
Yeah,
was...
look,
boy.
it's done it again.
Boy.
Oh my God.
So it's not the little girl. We've been targeting the wrong thing all along.
Yeah, it's a boy that's
You're a
in here.
boy. We're sorry. We...
Yes, look.
That is absolutely crazy. It's going mad.
It's a boy.
And we're nowhere near that.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the box here.
And get the necromancer and ask the name.
Right.
I'm taking the box off so you can get in closer, Tony.
That is so weird.
We'll turn the other camera around as well to look at.
Get it real close, Tony. I'll do it.
Absolutely.
I've got it,
weird.
yeah. There we go. So there's.
We didn't realise you were a little boy. Do you play here on your own, or are there other children here? Are there other children here? Tell me. Come on. We've come in. Maybe she doesn't like us in the carriage.
Maybe that's
Weird, isn't
it.
it?
We'll go out a
When you're
bit.
away from it, it happens.
We will go out.
Do you want us to go outside of the carriage?
Yeah?
Yes!
Yeah? Look at that.
Wow. It wants us out the carriage.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm going to take this back. You keep an eye.
That is
Is this your carriage? Is that why you want us out?
Do you just like to play in this carriage?
Do you not like new people coming in?
But you are definitely a boy. You are definitely
He's
a boy.
told her twice he's a boy, definitely.
So,
Why do you not like us in the carriage? Is it just for you and your friends?
it's supposed to be a girl in here though.
Is it just for you and your friends in this carriage?
Crazy how that works out with friends.
Well, thanks for speaking to us. Do you want to tell us anything else?
Yeah, thank you.
Just to keep out this carriage, I
Do
think.
you want us to go and leave you alone to play? If you do, just show us with the ball, just like you did before. Just set the ball away.
Or do you like us being here?
Do you,
Bang out here now.
Right.
Do you want us to go now, or do you want to speak to us? Do you want to speak to us a bit more?
there you go.
There you go. You want to speak to us a bit more?
Okay. How can we find out your name? If we get the necromancer,
It's gone off again.
Just gone
Wants
off
to
again.
speak to her a bit more, and it went off.
just a look. I'll get the necromancer, see if we can get his name. What was the name before though? The girl? Was it a boy's name I wonder?
Beulah.
Could that be a boy?
But when I was using the rods, it said that that wasn't the name.
Oh, right.
And you were sitting next to it, and it didn't go off then.
No.
And now it's good enough all the time.
Okay, well, I'm not coming in because you like it on your own, don't you? You prefer to be on your own. Is that correct? What's your name?
That's your Bob.
Bob. Is your name Bob? George. Was it George? Was it George?
Try Brian.
Brian. Now, Brian Chambers was somebody else who's got an association with this place. The last person ever hanged in Durham
Was it?
was called Brian Chambers. and he came to this station, and he was taken off to Durham to be hanged. He killed a woman called Martha Dodds. He was trying to show off in front of a couple of girls, and he had no money. And he was a private in the army, and he said to the girls, how can I make some money? He says, oh, this woman, Martha Dodds, she's got a lot of money. You can ask her and she'll give you jobs to do. So Martha did. And to be honest, if any of our regulars want to dig up some facts and some pictures of Martha, please do. Because, did you hear that?
What was it? Did you hear like a, what was it? Before you say anything, was it like a scrape?
Yeah, but other side of the train.
Yeah, I heard that.
Other side of the train, no. What the hell? No, but anyway, this guy called Brian Chambers, he asked Martha, because she was 83, whether she had any jobs, and she said yes, and offered him a few shillings for doing it. A few shillings was a lot of money back then. However, he didn't want to do the job, so he beat her skull in with a hammer and stole £4 from her, which is all she had. And the next door neighbour realised that our newspaper hadn't been collected, so went in, found a line on the floor with her head all mashed in with a bloody hammer right next. And Brian Chambers was brought here, where he was put on a train and carried off to Durham. And when he was on the train, he was begging the people that he was with to let him go and don't kill me and all the rest of it. I don't think you're Brian, though, are you?
No.
Are you Brian? Doesn't seem to be. Come on then, this is your chance.
Go off so many times.
What's your name then?
Bob?
Bob? What's again?
Bob.
Robert?
Are you called Bob?
Bob.
Bobby.
Bob. Robert. Bobby. I'm sorry, I got my torch in. Keep up under that, Kenny.
Cameras just went off.
The camera's gone off.
No, the battery.
What the hell was that?
Some drop there.
Nothing on the floor.
Maybe the camera went.
She's gone off. Ah, gone.
Oh.
Gone. Oh, that was...
Doesn't like wind, does it?
I'm going to go... sorry, Bob.
Can we join you, Bob?
Bob, I'm just going to take the pendulums away.
Can we join you, Bob?
There you go. I'll get out now, Bob.
Do you want to talk to us anymore, Bob? Have you had enough for tonight?
Come on, Bob. Last chance, man. We've come for you. Bob. Yeah, Bob.
Sound like shut up.
Probably. Probably had enough.
I've got to be the first person to say that, don't we?
Get on the couch and let me play.
Are you sick of us now, Bob?
Do you want us to leave, Bob? So I'll just put my two pendulum away. Do you want us to leave you, Bob? We'll go if you want.
There, he's
Yes.
gone. Yeah, look.
There.
All right.
Oh my word.
And he did one wow with this couch. I think we should respect him and get out, to be fair.
Definitely.
All right. Well, let's take our friends with us.
Okay.
We're going to leave you now, Bob. Sorry.
We'll leave you in peace. That was
We'll
a
just
great
be upsetting
result.
upsetting them.
Great result though.
Get you pick him up then, Kenny,
Oh, thanks. Me.
and we'll get Gwendolyn as well.
Thanks for speaking to her, Bob.
Oh, look.
Thank you, Bob.
I think you're saying goodbye. Are you saying goodbye?
Bye, Bob.
I will thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
How
Bob.
about that?
Wow.
Come on, Gwendolyn.
I mean, do you want to, I can't. I'll grab.
Yeah, I'll
When?
carry whatever you need.
You can turn that ball off now and.
Right.
What ball? One in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't reach it, can you? Can you reach it?
I can reach. I've got the ball.
I'll
I've got the ball. I'll turn that off. God, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
But he definitely wanted to out. That was twice he said that.
You want the door shut?
Just do it.
Yeah, it was closed when we came.
Just do it, mate. Yeah, that's good. All right.
Well, he wanted to go, so.
He did. And we've done another hour. Let's have a quick lap, get back round to where we started. Stick our head in the toilet as well. I've got the machines. I've got the pendulums too.
This is where the guy killed himself, so why not?
Can you just take them back along to the room just for a second? Oh, I don't know where my torch is. Did I hand it to you?
I've got a big one here.
You got a little one too?
Have I got a little one as well? Yeah.
You have. You should just dump them on the side. Thanks, Ken. Come on. Last chance, Thomas.
Let's see if this was open, but it's not.
I heard that noise. I couldn't see past the camera. Last chance, Thomas. We said goodbye to the kids that are over yonder. You got anything to say? Anything to say, Thomas? I think we've been really, really fortunate to get what we've got.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was answering questions with the light, so I mean, that was amazing.
That was amazing. And even when we were over there was still stuff happening over here. Because that was over the top of the... Do you remember that thing?
Yeah.
Because we thought it was Kenny, but it wasn't.
Well, let's see, I'm going to look to the comments. If you want to comment now, we'll see it, if you saw anything.
No, absolutely. I think what we should do is say to you all, thank you very much for being with us. I think it's been different and absolutely amazing. So thank you very much for being with us again. I hope you've seen, I hope you've heard, hope you've caught a tenth. Audibly, it's difficult because we never know what you're catching. But thank you very much. And if you've got any...
Oh, it's just with the other laptop.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
what it is? Just thank you very much, everybody, for being with us again. We're going to get the staff the chance to go home now. I don't know about you, but I thought this has been great
Really good
tonight.
one. Really good one, especially across there with a ball.
The thing that just when you said, we heard the box, and I said, is that you? And you said, yes. But we hadn't heard the
The noise
box.
was over this side.
We'd heard something over here,
Right.
and we were over the other side.
There's
So
lots of noises in here,
there's stuff going on,
all the
and
time.
we heard voices at first in
Yeah.
the thing.
Definitely.
And, you know, last week, the second part, I think, was just us walking around a nice house.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
essentially, that's all it was. I didn't get anything.
Much different. Total opposite.
This is absolute, this was flooded.
Someone said they saw a figure walk behind you. I've just seen a comment. I'm just going to...
Just now.
I don't know if it was just now, but...
Well, the good thing is we'll be able
At the start, someone saw a figure walk past you.
go back, catch it, send it to us. We'll have it on the blah.
Check the night vision, because the night vision's got stuff
The
on.
night vision's got stuff on, Kenny's absolutely sure. So, that's it from us. Thank you very much. Thanks again to the fabulous head of steam. You've got to come and check this place out. It is amazing. Check it out during the day, see the wonderful stuff. It's a fab day out anyway. So, I've got a bit of a sweat on with it.
I have as well. Just been a little noise there.
Did you hear that too?
A noise.
Every
Right across there.
every time we get to leave a place,
It's just the pic-
That's just the
behind us.
laptop, okay. Good, good. But anyway, thank you again from Hollywood McShane,
Good night.
Ken Wynn,
Good night again.
and from me, Alan Robson. Good night, God bless you, and I wish you well. This has been a show. Loved that. That was something, mind.